Hi, Hannah here, and we are in session 5 of Reconnect with the Breath. I have been saving this particular breathwork practice that we are going to experience today until this session because it's one of my favorites, but two, there's a little bit of a conscious learning curve to it, but I think you're going to do just great. So let's go ahead and find a seat. As always, we'll start with some gentle movement to open up our body, open up the lungs, open up the rib cage and our thoracic cavity. So go ahead and get set up, and I'll meet you right here when you're ready. It helps to check on your nostril flow right now, so your nasal airflow. And if you're feeling like you need to blow your nose or maybe go and clean it out a little bit, go ahead and press pause and do that, because we are going to be experiencing an alternate nostril breath called Nadi Shodhana. And this is, like I said, one of my favorite breaths. And it does require us to be able to breathe in and out of both sides of the nostril. However, if you feel like the flow through your nose is maybe not as great, like maybe you're like 50% airflow through maybe either nostril, I will say that forcing air through the nose does help to clear blockages. So even if you are at 50% right now of being able to breathe through the nose, by the end of it, you could have more. So all good there. And we'll begin with just starting to settle in, starting to find the seat beneath us. And if you would like to, you could take the eyes closed, or as always, it is your choice if you prefer to leave them open. If you do leave them open, you might explore softening the eyelids and allowing the gaze to stare down the bridge of the nose. Allowing your awareness to start sweeping through the body. Noticing what your physical body is feeling right now. Taking a body scan at your own pace. How do your joints and your ligaments, your bones, your flesh, and your muscles feel? You might start to notice your posture. Possibly finding a bit more space, sitting up a little bit taller, somewhere in between effort and ease, just enough effort to hold yourself up with lots of space and just enough ease so that there isn't a constant struggle or a constant striving. Allowing your attention to rest on the breath now, and you're not changing the breath just yet. First, we notice, we take a gauge so that we know where we come from when we look back. So you know, because you've gone through this series, how to check in on the breath. You know how to watch its patterns, where it's moving and where it's not. And you also know that we greet every aspect of this internal experience with compassion and non-judgment. And then when you're ready, you could take a full exhale out remembering that very gentle engagement in the core, pressing the bottom of the lungs out, followed by a deep breath in. Take a cleansing breath through the mouth. And then we'll commence our nasal breathing, starting to focus your inhales and exhales through the nose. And beginning to bring some awareness to your headspace. Noticing where your mind is right now. What are you focusing on? What are you thinking about? And then maybe even noticing the pace that your thoughts are moving. There's no right or wrong, just acknowledging what currently is. Take a conscious breath in and out, please. Dropping down into our intuition and wisdom layer. This is also the layer of our belief systems, where we decide what we believe or question what we believe. And all the while there is this innate wisdom. Some people might call it their spirit or soul. But whatever you call it, it's that piece of you that just knows. Another breath in and out. Allowing your exhale to drop right down into your heart space. Noticing how your heart feels in this moment. What kind of emotions are present for you? What is your heart posture in this space right now? And again, greeting yourself with non-judgment and compassion. There is no right or wrong to what you are feeling or experiencing. It is simply your current experience. Beginning to come back into the physical body, noticing the parts of you that are touching the floor or whatever you are sitting on. Noticing the hands and maybe adding movement back into your hands. And then if you would like, you could take the eyes open and we'll begin some gentle movement. So we'll start with some seated cat-cows, and then we're gonna open up the chest and the heart space into some cactus arms. So first, you know where we're going with this because we've done this before. We're inhaling, drawing the belly forward, rolling the shoulders back. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's a lot. Allow your exhale to take you back, getting into the back body, and coming forward with your in-breath whenever you're ready. Continue moving at your own pace. Noticing each movement, each breath creates a little bit more space in the body. Maybe adding some organic movement in. Maybe Gently moving in the neck. All right. We're going to take a few seated cat-cows. And I'm going to do one facing you, and then I'm going to do one from the profile view so that you can see what's happening a little bit easier. With your next inhale, please reach the arms all the way up towards the sky, lengthening through the spine, through the fingertips, and allowing your body to take the path of least resistance as your belly comes forward. Nice big stretch. Take another breath in. And then on your exhale, allow the elbows to drop, your hands to come out nice and wide, kind of like you're creating a goal post with your arms. As you draw the shoulders back, creating spaciousness through the chest, through the heart space. And an inhale to reach it back up. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. And then exhale again, drop the elbows, draw the chest forward. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, drop the elbows. This time, draw the elbows together and round through the spine. Maybe you tuck the tailbone and the chin. And then inhale to open up and lengthen. Just like in our cat-cow, we're just adding different arms. Exhale to close and soften. Last one, inhale to open. Exhale, release your arms down at your sides. Take a few, maybe relieving movements here, anything that helps you rebound the muscles. And then we'll take our, honestly, it doesn't matter which leg you choose, but I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to open it up to the side, and I'm going to draw my left foot in toward my inner thigh. And then inhale, we're going to reach it on up. Then on our exhale, we're going to lean toward this extended leg and reach the other arm up and over. And you might be reaching for your toes, or maybe for your shin. If it feels like you need a little bit more stability, you could even place your hand directly on the floor, either in front of or behind your leg. There's no right or wrong. Allow the shape that we are in to suit your body instead of your body trying to suit the shape. Take one last breath into the ribs and the lung that is open. Stay for the exhale. Let's inhale, reach it right back up. Scooping up underneath the extended leg and drawing it back in. And then we'll switch sides. Other leg opens. Inhaling when you're ready. And an exhale to reach for your extended leg. You might notice a difference on this side compared to the previous side. One more breath. And then an inhale to rise. Scoop up underneath your extended leg when you're ready. Gently drawing it back into center. And then we'll plant our feet nice and wide, taking our hands back behind us. Just shift the knees from left to right. And I'll meet you back at center when you feel like you're ready. Starting to come into any seated shape. Noticing how your body feels, how your breath is moving, what has changed in just a few minutes. I invite you to begin tapping into your belly breathing and also tapping into your Ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, if you would like to add that in. Remembering that each exhale, we are making it as full and complete as possible. And we do this to allow ourselves to take a full in-breath. But the exhale is really the star of the show here. And so each out-breath is slow, and that is why we use Ujjayi, that slight constriction in the back of the throat, to help us slow the exhale down, take our time. So go ahead and tap into that when you're ready, remembering that if you ever feel uncomfortable or like you need to just take a little break, you never need anybody's permission to do so. Please listen to your body. We'll be here tapping into our belly breath and Ujjayi, if you would like, for another 8 to 10 breaths. Checking in on the jaw, checking in on the tongue, allowing the tongue to rest at the roof of the mouth so that it's up and out of the way so we can breathe. Each exhale is longer than the inhale before it. Two more breaths. Taking your next full exhale out. And before your next inhale, close off your right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close off the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right nostril. Close off the right, exhale through the left. Breathe in through the left. Exhale through the right. Breathe in through the right. Exhale through the left. Breathe in through the left. Exhale through the right. Breathe in through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. So we're switching nostrils after every inhale. So we're inhaling through the right on this time, on this side. Because we inhaled on this side now, we close off the right nostril, and now we'll exhale through the left. And then inhale through the left. And because we inhaled on this left side now, we exhale through the right and repeat the process. Continue breathing just like that. So now we inhale through the right. Switching sides after every inhale. Each side has one inhale and one exhale. Continuing to allow your breath to move slowly and deeply, taking your time. Remembering that the slower the breath, the better. We're going to continue this for another 6 to 8 rounds. Continuing to switch sides after every inhale. And if you ever feel lightheaded, remember that it's because the breath is coming in and out too quickly. We need to lengthen the breath. So if you enjoyed Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath, you could even pair that on top of this here if it feels like your breath is coming in and out too quickly. About 3 more breaths. Last one. When you decide, you could release your hand away from the nose and allow your breathing to return to normal. Feeling the effects of this breath, Nadi Shodhana. This breath balances the right and left hemispheres of the brain. This breath brings clarity and is a combination of the heating and cooling breaths that we practiced a few sessions ago. It brings balance to the nervous system as well. Noticing whatever there is to notice in this moment. If you would like to switch the cross of your legs, please do so. With your next exhale, diving right back into your heart space. Just like we visited it at the beginning of our session, we're going back, coming back to our heart space center. Option to even place your hands over your heart, connecting with it, with this deeper part of yourself. Taking a moment to ask yourself, what brings me joy? What brings you joy? Allow your mind to float there, or allow it to come up from the center of your being if you can feel this growing in your heart space. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it an experience? Is it something that is shared? Something that you give or something that you have? And then we'll shift our mind and begin to think of a person that brings you joy. This could be a human, or it could even be a pet. This could be a person that is still living, or maybe one that has passed on. Allowing yourself to feel your connection with this person, the joy that you share with them as being part of this relationship. And then begin to think about how much you love this person. Allowing this feeling of love to begin bubbling up inside of your heart space. Feeling it grow as you think about the aspects of this individual that you are grateful for. The things you love about them, the things you appreciate, the parts of them that complement you so well. This can be any relationship, any person, family, friend, significant other, or pet, or someone that has just made a big, significant impact on your life. Continue to dwell on how much you love them for the next few breaths, allowing your breaths to breathe into that sensation of love and gratitude that you feel, allowing it to grow, maybe feeling it expand throughout your whole body little by little. And then taking that feeling of love and gratitude and appreciation for that person, and now turning it around and facing it toward you. Allowing yourself to feel this love and gratitude for yourself. Noticing here if there's any resistance coming up at the thought of giving love to yourself. Or maybe it's sweet and easy. Noticing your current experience. Observing with kindness and non-judgment for another few breaths. Possibly even thinking of all of the attributes and aspects of yourself that you love and appreciate. The things and aspects about yourself that bring you joy. Taking one final breath here, sealing it up. And then I invite you to inhale the arms open, stretching them out from side to side, and then exhale, allowing them to come in toward one another, wrapping yourself in a hug. Pausing here for a moment so you just soak up this love and appreciation for yourself. Releasing whenever you see fit. Beginning to come back into the space around you. Adding some movement in whenever you're ready. And then if you would like, you could take the eyes open, and I'll meet you here with palms together at heart center. Thank you so much for practicing in this session with me. I hope that you feel safe, connected, and at home in your body. And as always, if you have any questions about the breath that we practiced in this session or any other session, or maybe are wondering about some experiences that you've had, please feel free to leave a comment underneath this video, or you could email me directly, yoga@hannayuri.com. Thank you.